For the Record podcast, back in this thing, Mr. the Rockstar DJ on a check-in.
Rockstar DJ, you holla, I'm in this thing.
Rockstar DJ K Play.
The Rockstar DJ D Buddy, yo.
You so immature, nigga.
Let that shit go, dog. You're not Rockstar DJ.
Right back in this thing.
The second week in a row, y'all just go bang on you, boy.
We all good.
Then you
back like I never left.
Hey, you can't be subbing, though.
Y'all niggas is petty as fuck. Well, you been in K Player's house way too motherfucking long. It's the goddamn issue.
Never mind the same order of the cups.
Hey, pardon us because y'all just tuning in for the first minute, and there's nothing but recklessness going on.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Behind
This their
the
first
scenes.
episode ever.
It's been a long day. If you watching the video, I'm crying. I'm crying right now because it's that funny.
He crying real tears over there.
Yeah, real tears.
Look,
Let's get this show going.
everything about this is different, okay?
So how was your week, Lizzie? How was your week?
Shut the fuck up, man. Look, we gonna jump right into the mix of things with these assholes.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of
You ever secure that bag you was talking about?
we got a lot of serious topics to touch on tonight.
We do.
All right. Real talk. Let's go, y'all. Get it together, money.
D Money, I don't want to hear your
Nigga,
hollering
just
over
talk
everything.
while I laugh, nigga. Shit, this is
No.
not as good as it's gonna get today.
Man, shut
Right
the
now,
fuck
the
up.
new episode that we just doing.
Oh,
I ain't really crying though.
all right, so look, let's jump right into it. We're gonna talk about record deals. So Logic recently signed a $30 million deal.
$30 million. Good
And Lil
Lord.
Pump re-signed with Warner for $8 million after getting $2 million originally being underage.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you know he out here really getting to the bread.
Yeah,
Y'all still feel
Not
like
bad.
deals are necessary? I mean, obviously, in these two guys, outlook, deals are definitely necessary. But how y'all feel about label deals in this day and age and the way the climate of the music industry
I don't
is?
see what's the problem with money.
I'm wondering what they're paying these guys money for.
But that's what I'm saying. All right,
Or
that's a
that.
whole other thing.
Or
Great
that.
questions.
What you said is,
Yeah.
I mean, in their case, when you're getting 30 million, 8 million, yeah, what the fuck? Of course, I'm gonna take the shit, whatever. But
Right.
in this
All
day and
day.
age, motherfuckers are not getting deals like this, and they're getting 360 deals. It means
They want everything.
exactly a piece of everything.
Piece of
do.
everything. You're right.
Yeah, so I mean, these
Sold,
deals are obviously unique in their, own right. Logic is putting up pop numbers. Honestly,
Yeah.
a Little Pump is just a hot artist right now. Plus, like I said, he re-signed to Warner, so I think they're trying to recoup some of the money they lost, and they kind of
Just
package
advance some more.
yeah, they packaged some other stuff in with the deal to make it $8 million. So like, kind of like recoup some of the stuff that they already paid for, type stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I said, in this climate, you kind of touched on it, so you can go really not taking these two guys' deals. I mean, obviously, if you're throwing 30 million or even 8 million at me, I'm gonna take it. But for people who are not getting these deals, who are even only presented with 360 deals, do you feel like it's worth it?
Everything's a case by case scenario, and I know that's like the wackest answer ever, but that's just what it is. I think people you really got to look at your situation. I mean, at the same time, if you have nothing, and people are giving you an opportunity to make a life changing, or even more so, a generational change event that's happening in your life, and all you got to do is give them a percentage of it,
Right.
then what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of the coin, if you really believe in yourself and believe in your brand,
Right.
then if I'm just gonna sell out to you now, what if I really think that I'm really that much worthwhile? What's selling out to you now versus waiting and really getting what I
Right,
feel
and
like
to
I'm
me, I
getting?
feel like every artist is going to feel like they are that dude, like they're like the next person to blow up, like for real. So if every artist feel that way about themselves, like what is their motivation to sign a 360 deal? It's like, well, if you guys believe in me enough to sign me up for a 360 deal and y'all want everything that I'm going to do, that must mean that y'all think that I'm going to do big things. You know, so if y'all believe in me that much, like why don't I believe in myself enough to not sign that deal and know everything that I have coming is going to pay me back a lot more than what you guys are trying to offer me up front.
Yeah, and on the other side, it's like everybody is for, like, they're against, so anti the establishment until they are part of the establishment, if you get what I'm saying. Like, it's like, all right, yo, forget record deals. Record deals ain't nothing until the record label gives you a record deal, and then you like, oh shit, I'm signed. You're like, I'm official. I'm better than you because I got a record deal and you don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck a record deal.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with the fact that it's a case by case basis. You know what I'm saying? I mean, today more than ever, obviously, independent artists have more of an opportunity in making a presence known through, you know, like they can make themselves known by YouTube. They can make themselves known by SoundCloud. Like the SoundCloud charts is completely different than the Billboard charts.
I mean, even in Shazams, you know what I'm saying? Like,
or Shazam.
It's people making lifetime decisions off Shazam numbers.
True indeed. But I feel like, I mean, as you were saying also, at the end of the day, if somebody is willing to present you with an X amount of money for continuing your craft and you in a situation to where you don't know where your next meal gonna come from, shit, you're gonna take that money.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I'm back and forth on 360 deals. Like, from the artist perspective, I can understand why 360 deals are in a bad spot because they take in a piece of everything that you do as far as income generation, right? But if you have nobody on your team that's able to do anything for you, you might want to take a 360 deal. For example, like if you step into the game, like you got a viral hit, right? Like say, I don't know, you upload a song to YouTube, right? And the joint go viral. And you in a position to make a whole lot of money. You don't know somebody that can shoot videos for you. You don't know anybody that can get record placement for you. You don't know nobody that can talk to you about endorsements. You don't know anybody that could do anything for you.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, a 360 deal might be all right because these record companies, because they have more invested as far as seeing a return on their investment, they might be willing to help you more. Like, obviously, before the 360 deal, record companies only gave a fuck about record sales. Like, they don't give a damn about you getting product endorsements. They don't give a damn about you going on tour because they don't see no tour money.
But the record sales was so much so that they didn't care about none of that money.
I mean, right. But that's what I'm saying. So now that record sales are down and obviously these other
Almost
things
obsolete.
other things are going up. If you in a position where, yo, if I sign this 360 deal, that means I'm going to have access to this team of people that are professionals at what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Some money is better than no money in some situations, you know what I'm saying?
I think that works out for you if you sign a 360 deal and you're not as popping as you was hoping to be. You know, so I mean, it's kind of like a lose-lose situation in that case. In order for you to win with a 360 deal, because with a 360 deal, if they're gonna put all this backing behind you, like what you're saying, and you don't really blow up the way that you was hoping to, you know, like, well, at least you got these guys having your back. But if you do happen to blow up and become a huge artist, it's like, man, I need to get rid of this 360 deal so I could do my own thing and stop having to, you know, be tied to this record label to give them back some of my money, you know. But if you happen to blow up, you put out like a few hit songs and you happen to have to like give up some of your money to these cats, you're gonna be upset by that. But at the same time, if your record is popping to the point to where cats are checking for you outside of the label, like they just want to rock with you because they rock with you, they want to come to your shows, they buying like your merchandise, they like if you have your own huge following outside of what the record label is able to do for you, like you end up getting screwed in that 360 deal. So if you sign it, it's almost like betting against yourself, if you ask me.
You know, I can see that. That's a good point. Like, you know what I'm saying, betting against the house.
Yeah.
I mean, well, definitely. I mean, definitely to touch on K Player's point, if you don't really have the know-how or the people in your corner to help you basically build your own empire, 360 deal. Obviously, anybody throwing money at you is gonna look good,
Right.
But yeah, what's the terms and conditions of the
It
money?
could be
but
a
what's
start,
the
yeah, if it's
exactly?
like
What's the terms
short-term, cool.
exactly? What's the terms and conditions? So I mean,
And just to further go on what y'all going, like, in 2018, what's really the purpose of a record label? You know
yeah,
what
I
I'm saying?
mean
Really?
it is and it isn't. I mean, because it's just like, what's the terms of fast food versus cooking your own fucking food? I mean, it's just more convenient. The record
Exactly.
labels are definitely just more convenient because
Just
they
make it
do
easy
everything
for
for you.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? I
Great
mean, but
point.
obviously you can go out and eat fast food and you're going to spend 10 times more money than you would just fucking buying the food and cooking it your goddamn self.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's literally the same goddamn thing. It's just literally, if you have the know-how. If you
Right.
don't know how to cook, what other option do you have than to go out and buy the shit?
No,
You know what I'm saying?
totally agree with
So, I
you.
mean,
Facts.
So I mean, in that case, like I said, I mean, one of the best quotes I've heard recently is, "It's no one's business to teach you business."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
mean, if you don't have the know-how and you don't want to have the know-how, then a 360 deal is for you. Like, cool, get
Yeah,
the money
so,
you can get.
Like what you're saying, like
and-
depending on the terms, it
Yeah.
could be good for the short term.
Yeah, definitely.
Once you
If
learn the
you
game,
if you learn
right.
if you want to learn the game, like if you do go into a 360 deal, because I think that's what Pump did. Honestly, he got his $8 million. That first $2 million deal he got with Warner, he was underage, but I think he originally did a
Yeah.
360 deal.
Just happy to get
luckily,
something.
luckily,
Anything.
yeah, exactly. Luckily, he was underage when he signed the deal, so it was null and void.
Yeah.
But coming back into this $8 million, it's not a 360 deal. Like
No.
it's not at all.
Like, I've learned a little bit more from the game.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and then
saying?
that plus, he noticed his pool now. Like
But you
he
could
has
also
this
call-
huge following,
But you
and
could also call his initial 360 deal like an investment. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
definitely.
It's $2
Yeah.
million, like, all right, well,
I mean, yeah, and it's definitely an investment for the investment for the record deal. I mean, because if they do throw you this money and you don't go, then that's still money out of their pocket that they're never gonna recoup back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, in this day and age, a 360 deal is like more like a no because if you have any type of belief in yourself, then you can get yourself popping and make so much money off of yourself doing it
Right.
yourself, and then you can always, like people like Nipsey Hussle and like Logic who signed a $30 million deal. You can get these crazy deals and these partnership with the record labels and get the same thing that you were looking for,
Exactly.
but with a whole better terms and conditions that are not 360 deals.
that's
Yeah.
true. But at the same time, you got to put in the work for it.
Got to put in the work for it. Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, you got to have the know-how, you got to have the belief in yourself, and you got to have honestly some type of marketing about yourself. Like you have to want to know how to market yourself, or I mean, just business sense. I mean, most people know about logos and drops and stuff like that. Now you have to have the know-how to be like, man, I got, let's call it, I got like 10,000 followers right now. Like you gotta have the know-how to be like, okay, I got 10,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? I can put my logo on a t-shirt and sell it to my 10,000 followers and get all my money and get popping. And them 10,000 followers going to give me another 10,000 followers, so on and so forth. And because I come so big, the label going to come knocking on my door, and now let's do a deal that makes sense for both of us. It's not going to be a 360. I mean, but
Yeah.
you got to have that business sense about yourself. If not, then like I said, you could always take the easy road. Like, man, look, y'all niggas do everything. Give me a little bit of money. But if you smart, you going to go into it. Well, let's do this for this amount of time until I get popping.
Exactly.
So I'm not
yeah.
locked into this shit for
I think
years.
the smartest thing you could do with a 360 deal is like put a timestamp on it. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Yeah,
a short timestamp on it.
Yeah.
Because you can say a timestamp and that shit could be 10 years. We
mean,
got you
that's
for
true,
10
too.
albums, nigga.
That's true.
We got you for 10 albums, nigga.
That was Jakey Promoters when he signed his own son to like a 10-album deal.
But you got, well, if you do sign a short term deal though, you got to make the most of that time though.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Make sure you learn as much as you can, be
Mm-hmm.
on top of your game, so that way you know the game, so you can come out of the joint like well educated and know what to do for next time.
I mean, I think a 360 deal is good for like people who don't take the shit serious. I mean, you got to
Exactly.
know there's a lot of bullshit people out here who probably wouldn't get the push, who don't care about the culture, who just want a bag. You know what I'm saying? Who's not really going to do shit, and they may not even be good at what the fuck they do, but
Yeah.
that initial bag is probably bigger than what they would earn on
For the
the
most part,
yeah
that's
by
real.
themselves. You know
You
what
would
I'm
say
saying?
that's
Like,
the end game. For
yeah,
the most
yeah,
part.
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
cool. Like, I'm not doing this shit to be in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or I know I'm not good at what I do.
I
Like,
just
this is
want
just,
to
yeah.
pay.
You get a quick
Yeah.
meal, get out the
Yeah.
game, you know.
They might have just stumbled
I'm a
upon a
bill.
hit.
Yeah.
So
I
they
mean,
just
you
wanna
got to
take
think about it
advantage
right
of
now.
that
We
Pay
don't,
money.
off your crib.
we don't hear about everything that fucking happens. I mean,
Absolutely not.
all of. I mean, I
We
hate
know
to,
that for a fact.
I hate to
Yeah.
use this. I hate to use this term, but like
And
the
we hear
mumble.
more than most people.
Yeah,
Right.
I hate to use the term like mumble rap and all the littles. Everybody got littles in front of their name. I guarantee you, labels have signed at least like 10 to 20 motherfuckers we haven't even heard about just because they think they can rap or whatever, and they signed under 360 deals just off the strength that they may go.
I'll say thousands.
So them niggas got, you know, a couple hundred racks in a account right now for being signed just in case they may get a hit. You know what I'm saying?
All the people that can't even move, they can't even do nothing just because they signed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the label don't even agree with, you know, what they trying to put out. It's just like,
Yeah.
because you
So
signed
That's
your,
another thing because they
rights
have
away.
like complete control over
Yeah.
all your work,
Everything.
all your creativity.
No, but I'm
everything.
just saying, like, there's a bunch of people signed right now that we will never hear of who got a bag, who not doing shit just because the label think that just in case they may go, I'm gonna lock them up right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And for
Right,
them, they like, nigga,
right.
ha ha.
Like, cool.
I wasn't even trying to rap. Nigga, like,
Joke's
I
on
put out
you.
that
Gotcha.
bullshit song on YouTube
Joke's on you.
just to entice one of y'all
But I don't know, deep
motherfuckers.
down, I think everybody's like, they really want to put out their own wave because you see it all the time. Like when we doing parties and clubs, it's like everybody always running up to you like they the best thing and they the hottest thing that's coming out, or they always got a project coming out. No
Yeah, I
matter
think
what.
everybody's intentions is
Yeah.
they the dopest rappers ever. Yeah, I would agree.
So definitely, I mean, this is the perfect segue into the next topic. I mean, definitely these cats are mostly independent. I mean, a bunch of them are independent. I mean, a lot of them, we ain't gonna talk on how to get their money, but a lot of them got money coming into the game, so they not really trying to fuck with 360 deals to begin with. Why do y'all feel like the South artist has dominated for so long? I mean, because they are really out here getting money at this point. Like,
Yo, the South is getting money. The South been on for a lot longer than I would have assumed they would have been on. Like, honestly speaking. Well, I should not to say they've been on longer than I thought they would have been on. They've been dominating longer than I thought they would be
I
dominating.
mean, I'll put it like this. I think the South really saw the rules and just blacked them out and made their own rules. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think I said a perfect thing. I mean, I feel like the South has been getting money outside of fucking rap. So, I mean, it's like you can't come in here and try to sign me to some bullshit ass deal, nigga. I'm already a fucking, I'm
rich
16
as
and I'm a
fuck.
millionaire, my nigga.
Yeah,
I got a
rich as
million.
fuck already.
I got a million in my mattress, my nigga. Like,
Yeah.
what you talking about right now?
Exactly.
And I'm finna rap and I'm finna be hot as fuck because we killing right now.
But
Like,
at the same time, but at the same time, I think really the South, like, it was almost like the China fucking situation, like where they really saw the blueprint of how everything was supposed to be done, and they made their own way. Like, forget how y'all say it's gonna be done. We gonna figure out how to do it to where works the best way for us. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually it got to a point to where, yo, this is what it is. This is what hot. This is what's moving. You see the numbers. Everything translate. So you fall in line and you conform to it. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Right,
what
right.
it is.
right. So tell me, I'm gonna ask everybody, tell me one thing that the South does that helps their domination.
All right, yeah, I'll go first. And like I said before, I think they just really, the Southern culture is the Southern hospitality, and everybody is really kind of straightforward and straight up.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's kind of just how they deal with each other. It's just like, I think the South is more black and white, and they have less gray areas than other parts of the country. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair enough.
And they're like, if you say what you gonna do in the South, you better do it. You know what I'm saying? Or else, like, you a fuck nigga and you got problems.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of one of the ways that everything it's more of a handshake culture down that way, to where your word is your bond. And if you tell me you gonna do something and I tell you this is what it is,
Yeah.
so you gonna make sure it happen as what it is. And by you being a man of your word, you gonna make sure that everything go like how you said it was gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
KP, why you feel like, what's one thing you feel like helps the South dominate?
I feel like I gotta choose my words wisely.
No, say it. Say
But
what you chose.
I feel like it's because the South puts the bag before anything, right? So before they say, well, okay, ultimately, I feel like it's because the unity that they have.
Camaraderie.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
But I feel like the difference between, well, the difference of their unity and unity in other places is
You feel like they unify for the bad.
they unify for the bag primarily.
Okay.
Right? So in the case of certain OGs, like, and when I say OGs, let's say OGs like, you know, like Outkast, let's say OGs like T.I., on down like Jeezy situation, or, you know, like people like that, right? Who are on for the South.
You would call it Southern elite.
Yeah, exactly. The Southern elite. I feel like they are more than willing to put on for the underclassmen of the South, regardless of their talent, because they from the South and they want to see everybody do good.
Yeah.
That they are able to maintain their dominance. To whereas places like, I mean, speaking from the West Coast, if you from the West, that's dope.
Yeah.
But if your shit ain't on point, like, don't know, like,
Or even what about what part of the West you from?
well, that could be too. I mean, that could be too. Okay, look, let's be specific.
We can say
Let's
the
say
West is super territorial.
this is definitely true. But say you got someone that's elite from LA,
Okay.
right? And you got an up and coming LA artist.
Yeah.
But if that top notch LA artist thinks this new LA artist ain't ready for that light, he ain't gonna give that dude his blessing. He's like, nah, fam, you ain't ready for this. Like, you gotta, you know, you gotta work on this, you gotta work on that before I give you my blessing.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, that's a fault. But in the South, all you gotta be is from the South. It seems like all you gotta be is from the South, and you got the grades. You know, like, you got the Dungeon family that's gonna bless you. You got T.I., you got Jeezy. They gonna bless you because you from the South, and they want to keep it from the South. And it could go both ways, but I feel like that camaraderie from the South is always helping them maintain their domination.
But
Because
you don't feel like that on popping West Coast artist, air quotes, would say more so, yo, I don't want you to really be on up and coming LA artists because you finna take my shine, versus I don't think you ready. Or
I feel like it goes both ways. So say an artist like,
I feel like it's more like the middle artists. The top niggas is the top niggas, man. Once you become that top nigga, it's kind of hard to get knocked off. Especially if you from a big city like LA, or, you know what I'm saying, like, once you like Kendrick or The Game or Dre, or you always gonna be
like
that
you
person.
made it.
Yeah, but
you
the
always
cross
gonna be
the
that
line.
person. It's more like the middle motherfuckers, the niggas that's coming up and they get that shine and they get that notoriety. Like, I'm not gonna help the next nigga underneath me because I ain't even solidified myself yet. You know what I'm saying?
okay, but to that point, you could take that two different ways, right? Because the problem with the West Coast is it's a very slim funnel. For example, people didn't really start checking for Kendrick Lamar until it was announced that he was on Aftermath. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody was really checking for
I could
Section
agree with
80.
that.
I would have said
Like,
no.
I mean,
like-
I say he had a fan base, but as far as like the next level checking,
Yeah, I mean, it took him to a way different. It took him to a way different level because they made it a whole big thing. Like, yo, Dr. Dre co-signs new artists coming out of Compton,
yeah.
blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? The same with Game. Game is attached to Drake.
yeah.
The issue with that is, all right. So
But that's still bypassing the middle motherfucker into the top niggas.
but see, that's the problem. So, like, the OGs being the top people could say, like, yo, fam, I really don't think you ready. And that could be their
Okay, I
personal
feel what
opinion.
you're saying. I feel what you're
That
saying.
could be their personal
Yeah.
opinion, but because everybody on the West is looking for that opinion of the
So
top
you're
people,
basically saying the top people, if they don't really extend that hand out, then you can't really rise above the middle motherfuckers, and the middle motherfuckers is blocking you to begin with. Like,
yeah, but because I feel like on the West Coast at least, I feel like it's the culture.
Yeah.
Like, if so and so don't put the stamp on you, you ain't really official.
And then
But at the same time, if you in the middle, like, you can't blame the dude in the middle. For example, if I'm halfway in on some DJ shit, right? Like, if I'm barely making enough money to pay my bills on some DJ shit,
yeah, I'm not about to help you come in and take my check.
And some new DJ come in like, yo, fam, put me on. I'm like, fam, I got you. You know what I mean? I'll take you under my wing, but understand, I'm barely survived. Like
if it's me or you, it's me.
Despite what the perception is, I'm barely surviving. So just know I'm here for my family first. Yeah. And I feel like that's what the West Coast is. But to the rest of the world, if you don't get that stamp from the OGs, like to the rest of the world, if you ain't put on by Dre, you ain't official yet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I feel like
so the South don't really move like that.
The South don't move like that at all. I mean, obviously you got your Gucci Man that's putting everybody on, but people ain't listening to these artists because Gucci Man put them on.
Wait, nah.
That's just an added bonus as opposed to okay, now it's cool to listen to this artist.
All right, so why you feel like one reason why the South is dominating right now?
I mean, I agree with K.
Or for so long.
I agree with K Play in the sense that I feel is that the South has that sense of unity to them. Okay. Like they all ride for their guys. Like they all look out for each other. I think their stamp of approval is that like you from the South. You know, so I rock with you. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna put you on. Like if there's like a position for you on a track that I'm working on, I'm gonna give you some placement. Just come with it, do your shit. You know, and if I'm doing a show, you're gonna be right there with me. Versus you talking about like the West Coast. I mean, it does seems like a little bit more competitive out there. Like you got to have like stamps of approvals from the OGs versus that sense of unity that you get from the South. So when it comes to the guys in the South, I feel like all they care about is each other. You know, they're not worried about the rest of the world. They're not worried about what they're doing out in the West Coast. They're not worried what they're doing like up north on the East Coast.
But I'll say the South kind of really rocks with cats that they feel like.
I mean, once
moving,
they own
you know
though.
what I'm saying?
Once they own,
not necessarily like
because none of the new cats is collaborating with motherfuckers.
But if you listen to artists from the South, or like, all right, let's look at it like this. A lot of artists that come from the South, they've been on in the South well before we ever even heard of them. So if you go to the South, like Cat's been rocking with dude, whoever it is, like for a minute, well before like everybody else catches on, and they're like, fuck. Like what everybody else is listening to, fuck what Cali listen to, fuck what the East Coast, like so they ride for their guys. That's what I mean. So they all about what's going on in like they little bubble right there, you know. And sometimes, you know, an artist might have a hit record that gets leaked out, and most of the time it comes from like one of us, like a DJ going to the South and listen to what everybody in the South is riding to, what they turning up to, and be like, yo, this is like the hottest record coming from the South right now. And we the ones that's playing there, we the ones that's making like these artists popular, you know.
Absolutely.
But as far as those guys are concerned, they're not concerned. They're not concerned about what's going on. They just worried about each other. And I think that unity that they have amongst themselves is what's helping them build. And where else in America do they have that type of culture with artists that they're just looking out for each other? Like no discrimination, no care about how many followers you got. It's like, yo, we like your song. You from where we from, and we gonna ride with you. And that's why we gonna put you on.
All right, I got a couple reasons why. I know I said one, but the first thing is definitely the bag. So what you gotta understand is the South gets fucking money. One way or another, these niggas got bread. And if you know the record industry, you know the music industry, money is gonna put you where you need to be.
True.
Ultimately. So you got the money to fund whatever you doing So these niggas, like I said, they got 16-year-old millionaires in the South.
Wait,
you know what I'm saying?
No, actually that nigga said major key.
Yeah. So I mean,
major key.
they have obviously, like I said, the bag to put their records out the right way and to fund whatever and to get these bigger South artists on their records easy. You know what I'm saying? Like I done seen an interview with dude Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like he like, man, I was over with Gucci shooting craps with him and he took me for 70 racks. Like it's nothing, B. Like this nigga's like 17, 18, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's number one. I mean, with them, like I said,
what are you saying?
And then he gonna say he gave me back 30, but I still owe him that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like they the most irresponsible thing you heard in 2018. Lost 70K on
exactly.
Not in Vegas.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, I mean, if you know the music industry, I mean, money talks. You know what I'm saying? So these dudes definitely got the bread to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's half the battle right there. You know what I'm saying? My next thing I would say is outside of what everyone else says. So let me break it down the easiest way I know how. All right, so cool. You got your Gucci Mans, you got your Jeezys, your TIs, whatever. Those are the South elite.
Right.
They bring people up under them, like let's say like the Migos right now. Who else we got?
We got Thug, obviously.
You got Thug. Yeah, the list goes on. So you got
Rich
those
Homie.
people. Yeah, Rich Homie. So you got these next class of artists that come up under them that they put on, and those are the people that's bubbling now. But this is why I feel like they dominate. All right, so cool. I feel like the culture in the South is the people themselves, not the rappers. The people themselves, like, all right, cool. Like, I'm fucking with this dude. This nigga shit is hot. Whatever. He went. That nigga's dope. I'm going to support everything that he does. But on my level, me being a patron that's buying whatever, I want to be the one to know the next nigga on. So as soon as that nigga go, they on the next motherfucker. All right, now it's Little Baby. This nigga's hot. His record's dope, whatever. He go. The next motherfucker, hey, I heard about so-and-so. This nigga's hot.
Yeah.
I'm going to make him go.
But I would say,
And they going to keep that rotating. They once the nigga get on, they ready to look to make the next nigga pop.
but at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily say that they trying to make the nigga bubble. But I would say more so say that they trying to stay up on the game.
Yeah, they're trying to say, but I'm saying exactly. There's so many people doing music, but I'm saying they're more supportive of their new artists. Because you go to,
I'll give you that.
you go to the South. Yeah, you go to the South right now, and all the motherfuckers that we know about, even the motherfuckers that we feel like we this bubbling. So like I said, you go to the South, you hear about Lil Baby, whatever. But by the time we hear like they bubbling, you go to the South, these niggas is on four other niggas already, and they like, yo, you gotta play exactly. They on Paperboy, exactly. Paperboy, all about that Paperboy. You know what I'm saying? So they went to the next artist, and then when that artist bubble, they're like, all right, cool, that nigga gone. Let's find somebody else. You know what I'm saying? We gonna and like I said, it's not only finding them, we gonna support them until they go. Right. And then while the rest of the world is holding these niggas up like, oh, this is the new South wave. These niggas is already ready pulling up the next nigga. Like,
fuck that nigga. This the nigga that was in the strip club blowing 90.
Exactly.
So we fucking with this nigga. Right
exactly.
now,
So I mean, I feel like that's another reason why they dominate. I feel like we all gave great examples of why the South has been dominated for so long and why I feel like they're honestly gonna continue to dominate.
Yeah.
If you have any other reasons why you feel like the South is dominating the way they are, yes, there you go. But perfect segue for the next one. I mean, all of these cats, I would consider them as trap artists. Why do you feel like the trap sound? I mean, every producer wants to make a trap beat at this point. I mean, that's
everybody's making trap beats.
That's the new wave.
I'm gonna say it like this. I think that's just the wave. That's the culture. That's just what's happening. What's hot right now that everybody is feeling. Because you can base this back to basically the music industry in general. And I won't go that far back. I'll go to the 90s. Let's say the New Jack Swing sound. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the early 90s had to have that New Jack Swing flow, especially if you was doing like the R&B thing.
Right.
And they was trying to understand rap. You know what I'm saying? And then from figuring out rap, like you had that poppy New York rap sound.
Boom bap.
You had that, then you had the boom bap, like the underground culture sound. You know what I'm saying? And then like I think basically the trap sound is just
that kind of knocked out the West Coast flavor.
It
honestly
did to a certain degree, but at the same time,
it did for sure.
But at the same time, like you know, the West Coast they had their era, especially when they hit out of left field. And people didn't really understand what it was, you know. And splitting it off, you could take the classic NWA, Dre, funky, laid-back sound versus when Ice Cube split off because it was more of a East Coast sound, you know what I'm saying? Especially with him working with the
for one record.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna let them battle that.
Yeah.
I have no idea. No comment. Definitely a Rockstar DJ's West problem.
I mean, I'm just saying, Cube. I mean, to your point, Cube did go to the East Coast for his freshman album.
Yeah, because he didn't rock with Drake.
Yeah, he went to the Bomb Squad for his first album, but he went back to the West Coast immediately.
I'll go there to say Cube tried to stay up with the trends. what I'm saying?
Well, I think
And follow the sound.
he was trying to separate himself as much as possible from the NWA sound,
but he still tried to stay with the trend.
so he went to Hank Shockley and them, like the Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
But he came right back. Like after his first album, he came right back.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to the West Coast for Sir Jinx and them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would agree. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it happen again.
I'm just saying. We can't talk about Cube without me jumping in.
I mean, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But I'll give you that. You are the cubeologist. So
Yeah.
That was
that's
clever.
real talk.
Very clever, D Money.
Awkward pause.
All right. No, but yeah,
Time to
no.
move
Continue because I got points.
I mean,
Oh shit.
Wrap it up, B.
yeah.
No, I wasn't saying.
It's
I
like, make
wasn't
these
saying.
last question, these last seconds count. Come with your best shit right now, because it's coming.
Yeah, you on your
Damn,
deathbed,
KB.
son.
Like I said, the trap sound is definitely. I feel like that is just the way from now until somebody comes up with somebody sets a new trend, and then everybody's gonna run to the next trend, next wave.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I would agree with that, and I mean, I didn't mean to build up this
No,
hype
it's all
about
good.
me being the anti to your points. On the opposing argument of that, you say like everybody at one point in time was into New Jack Swing, obviously because Teddy Riley was killing the charts. Obviously,
I mean, trends.
yeah, he had everybody like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and he had a lot of people trying to emulate his sound when it came to New Jack Swing. But as much as New Jack Swing was dominating, then you had
Domination.
domination.
This is a new episode. It's a new week.
And what I feel like, and I don't know, like I'm thinking back, so my memory could be a little hazy, but in almost the height of New Jack Swing, which was like late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
But say early 90s,
Yeah.
while New Jack Swing was dominating, you had Jodeci come in,
Okay.
right? And pretty much turn R&B upside down because everybody was on that New Jack Swing style.
Yeah, but even
But
them.
they came in, like they damn near came in doing ballads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like their first single was a ballad, didn't really do that good. But then they came in, second single, third single, fourth single was dope as hell. Then obviously with the help of Diddy and the invention of the remix, I mean they were able to carve their place in R&B history. But saying that to say they were on the opposing side of the New Jack Swing sound when New Jack Swing was dominating.
I mean, I'll still give them that they was because literally they really came in on some New Jack Swing shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they flipped it up like.
Maybe okay. So saying they eventually switched it up. Okay, like or I mean I don't this shit. This is East Coast. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Trust.
Say-
I'm laughing at you.
yeah. No. Like they personally agree. I feel that. But I'm saying so.
Classic clay player.
But I'm saying like there's at this point in the game, there is really no one challenging the. I don't even know at this point if we could call it trap, right? But there's, for the sake of argument, let's call it the 808 sound, right? There's no producer really challenging the 808 sound. It seems like everyone is conforming to the 808 sound, transcending all barriers that came before this. As far as the West Coast having its own identity, the East Coast having its own identity, the South having its own identity, the Midwest having its own identity, so forth and so forth.
Now that the wave is like the island vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but that may be temporary
But-
because everybody ain't on that. It ain't.
I feel like trap ain't really going nowhere because that shit is hood. That's hood music.
Yeah, but you know what though?
I mean, trap is kind of like.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Well, no, I mean I don't. So, as much as I hate being labeled a top 40 DJ, we were just having this conversation, right?
Yeah, 4 hours ago.
Obviously, well, yeah, just having it 6 hours ago. Obviously, my love is in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's where I got my.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that goes without saying.
To the goddamn fucking point.
I was gonna say that's where I got my start, but really it's Funk and Soul. But there are a lot of top 40 records to where if you listen to the instrumental, like they really just hood records. For example, and I didn't realize this, but if you listen to damn, I don't remember the name of the song, but if you listen, it's a Maroon 5 song. Maroon 5. Cold. I'm glad you said that. Boom.
Already know.
Cold.
Got Future on it.
Well, yeah, but if you listen to the instrumental, it's a fucking trap beat. Like it's gliding 808s. It's fucking spatial hi-hats. You know what I'm saying? And there's a few more that I was listening to the instrumentals like, yo, this shit is a fucking trap beat.
Nigga, did you just say spatial hi-hat?
Yeah, spatial meaning like them shits is floating left. Hey, shout out to my producer fam.
Yeah.
Shout out to my producer fam.
But we still ain't got an intro song yet.
Because y'all gonna know what I'm talking about.
All right,
well, give us some spatial hi-hats on the motherfucking intro for the record.
Spatial hi-hat.
But saying that to say, there are a lot of other genres that are taking advantage of the sound of the 808 sound. So it ain't even necessarily like it's just a hood sound. It's just what you do over that beat. You know what I'm saying? And because it's another beat that I was just listening to the instrumental yesterday, but the beat escapes me. But I was just listening to the instrumental with no vocals, and it's a hella top 40 song.
I mean, the reason why I call trap...
I mean, they got country records that...
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I call trap hood music is because... What I mean by hood music is hard, gangsta, you know what I'm saying? Like, dungeon, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you come from, like, a strip club background, like, you know, some of us do, then you know what I'm talking about hood music. Before the shit was labeled trap. Yeah. Before the shit was labeled trap and it became popular or whatever, it was our hood set. Like, nigga, these niggas don't want to hear the fucking radio shit. Like, they want to hear that hood shit. Right. It wasn't, it wasn't trap out. I want to hear the trap shit. Nigga, I want to hear that hood shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like trap came, I mean, obviously with you know, like we segue from the South, trap was the hood music that the South started to make because most of the music came from the trap and they were talking about trapping. You know what I'm saying? So that became trap music and their 808s.
Out to the trouble, man.
Yeah, their 808s and stuff like that became harder and whatever. And then, like I said, the other producers started to get a hold of it and they started to like,
great.
The other producers started to get a hold of it, and like they used to take like the pop records or like the EDM wave or whatever, and they used to slow down their beats and like
We're not taking any questions.
Like we in a class, nigga. We know you next. Put your hand out. But yeah, they would in the middle of the records they would slow the shit down and call it like trapping out. So like EDM, it would be like a trap fucking remix of whatever. Like so, I feel like trap is like. I feel like just a wave of hood music, which hood music has always been dope. That's just my personal opinion.
Sidebar. I fucking hate.
I thought he was going to battle something I said. He just going to take grief for something.
No, because you brought up another point. I fucking hate the fact that anybody related to anything EDM calls anything that they do in trap music. Yeah, I mean, fucking hate that shit.
That's when the trap shit, honestly, I mean, outside of the South, because they're where trap came from.
Fam, don't give them credit. Yeah. What are you about to do? Don't give them credit. Fuck
you trying to tell me?
Fuck them and they trap music.
Well,
what are you about to
say? I didn't say that. The South or the EDM?
No, I'm talking about that EDM shit.
No, I'm talking about the South, nigga.
Nizzy was talking about the South.
I'm talking about the South. Calm down. Shit.
Nizzy was talking about the South.
Yeah.
Because you almost was trying to bang on
I was like, whoa. You about to go at the South, nigga? Let me scoot my chair all the way over.
I really think that was the question. You really about to bang on the question.
The word trap and music trap came from the South is because of what they were doing, their lifestyle, and the trap. Literally, not the fucking music, the trap. Like the fucking trap house, drugs, money.
The dope house.
Yeah, like nigga, that's the trap.
I mean, that's where.
But I'm talking about I'm talking about the popularity of like trap music and whatever to the masses came from EDM and them slowing their shit down and calling it a trap fucking remix.
Well, because originally, so this is proper.
They definitely were, but I'm saying multiple people calling it different things. It only became trap, I feel like, overall is
know
when
what?
the EDM niggas started to
Alright.
do the shit and call
Nah,
it the
I gotta
trap
raise-
remix.
Because
I gotta raise
hold
my
on,
hand.
because it's proper appropriation of the culture. Because what happened was the
I agree to
original
disagree with that statement,
EDM
Chris.
producers. Yeah, don't get me started.
Come on,
The
man.
original
Miles,
EDM
go.
producers
Yeah.
that took advantage of the sound. Actually, what they did was used original trap beats and just slowed down EDM
Yeah,
vocals.
that's what I'm saying. I'm
You know
not saying they
no,
slowed down.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
yeah,
I'm
that's
not
what I
saying
mean.
that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't
Yeah.
realize that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I just gotta
I'm just
make
talking
it.
about they slowed down their shit, and then whatever they did to mix it in. That's what I'm saying. When they went to the slower tempo, they wanted to call it a trap, and it became like a fucking world thing. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this is trap, and that's when trap became like,
Well,
all right, this
it-
is trap music.
It ain't even like they. Yes,
Because the South been calling they shit
Let
trap.
me make sure I'm not disagreeing with what you said,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is it ain't like the EDM producers slow down their EDM beats
Oh, no,
to
no, no, no,
halftime.
yeah. I get what
and it
you're
was
saying.
like,
I get what you're
all of a
saying.
sudden it was trap.
Yeah, no, I'm
What
not saying
they
it's still
did
their shit.
was-
Yeah.
Well, what originally what
They
did
stole
was
from the culture.
well, okay, so
That's cultural appropriation.
Originally,
man.
what they
Let's
did
get down to
was-
the bottom of it.
they were playing.
Don't
they
be
were
politically
playing
correct.
their music, at their typical 128, 129, 130 BPMs,
Which is
and they
65
would.
and
Well,
halftime.
yeah, what they would drop the acapellas of their 130 BPM and put them over trap beats, not beats that they made
Yeah,
to
no,
sound like
yeah.
to emulate trap.
Yeah.
They would put them shits over a Shawty Red production
'cause
or
they-
some shit like that.
'cause they naturally
because
flow.
it was halftime. So it to build up energy and to go down and up and or whatever. So they they would be playing at 130 beats per minute, and then they would drop the acapella to their 130 beats per minute song, and then they would blend in they Shawty Red instrumental, which is a real trap beat,
Right.
which is at 65 beats per minute, and then they would play their acapellas. That's at 130.
But I'm saying, what I'm saying is they help it
perfectly
become
blend.
popular
Well, yeah.
because they transcended it into their fan base, which EDM at the time was fucking huge, and they wasn't listening to rap music, and then it became that rap music became back popular because they were doing these fucking trap remixes.
I don't want to
I don't
say
wanna
that's
say
why
that.
rap music became
No,
popular.
no, no.
I don't
no,
want
I'm
to
saying
give them
to that-
no
I'm talking-
credit.
No, I'm talking
to
about to their I mean, rap music is always popular. Don't get it fucked
I'm
up.
gonna say that it was popular to their audience too. And
Already, but I'm saying where they became-
And I'm gonna
yeah,
go
yeah.
a step further. To
like this
say
that Grove Street
No,
instrumental.
but what I'm
I'ma go a
saying
step
is-
further
what
to
I'm
say
saying
that-
is-
that they really called it trap just to kind of give it a pass to where it make it seem like it's cool.
Yeah, to
versus-
make it seem like it was hip hop.
They
But
called
that's
it
what I'm
trap,
saying.
and
though.
then when they started doing their original beats, they started calling it Trap House.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
exactly.
which is obviously still a play on the Trap
Yeah, trap,
House.
the trap, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is when they doing clubs and festivals of 20, 30,000 people and you playing this, what I'm saying is
And they don't know.
You're,
Yeah, I got you.
you're shining this light on these people who only was listening to EDM and now it's trap. Now randomly everybody is trapping out. They're doing trap beats. They're doing
say-
trap this and trap that. That's what I'm
say
saying. I mean, it
trap
became.
music was more popular music, and they bit off of it trying to make themselves.
I mean, they definitely bit off of
I
it.
would
more so than trying to put than them putting their audience on. I
Okay,
think-
look, let me put it this way because
I
y'all,
think
y'all
they
twisted my shit.
conform
Hip hop
to
has
their
always been dope.
audience.
It's like fucking EDM is like a fucking Vanilla Ice. They took what the fuck was already whatever to this
I would agree
core
with that.
whatever
I agree
of
with
whatever.
that.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm. But that's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say.
I would agree
That's
with
what I'm
that.
trying to say. Once,
I think we all saying the same thing in
once
different
Vanilla
ways.
Ice
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
hold of it, you had a whole bunch of other motherfucking people who wanted to do this type of shit. That's what they did with trap. They took the word trap, they slowed it down, they did all the shit, and then randomly shitload of people wanted to
But
start
I'm
doing
gonna
this
say
shit.
they was
Yeah,
already
yeah.
doing it, fam. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean,
in
but
the
our
closet,
culture
but
was
they
doing
was
it.
with it.
I
It
mean,
was hood music.
sidebar. I don't know.
White people love trap music. How much?
Yeah, well, obviously.
Hey, hey, trust me. Word to my job now. Hey, word to my day
I ain't
job.
gonna even front. Like it's a couple
They
white people that
fucking
put
love.
me up on
They
some game a little
they
bit.
fucking love trap music.
So from
and I will
one
say
from
that.
one hype topic or whatever you want to call it, controversial topic, there we go, to another. Why isn't Vegas on the map, man? I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Resources.
Resources is one thing. I will say resources.
I'm gonna say it's the main thing.
Elaborate.
I feel like a lot of people in Vegas really don't have the resources to really take their music to the level, to the next level.
But the issue is, in this day and age, there's really no lack of resources.
I mean, but I'm gonna say it is.
You think so?
Yeah, because I mean, we talked about it earlier in the podcast. The main thing that pushes
This podcast?
Yeah, this one right here.
Or
this,
was it last week?
this week. Was it this week or last week?
All y'all niggas been petty the whole time. I had to get one off.
No, this is your second petty, nigga. You already got a petty.
I had to get one off.
Anyway, so no, like the main resources that the main resource that moves the industry is capital. And I feel like most of the Vegas artists do not have the necessarily capital that it takes.
Why do you feel that way,
That's
man?
bullshit.
'Cause I know
I'm gonna call bullshit. Hold on. I'm gonna call bullshit because
I'm not.
I know a lot of niggas who got a lot of money who motherfucking rap, and that's just not their only focus. Is my main issue. These niggas focus on too many other goddamn things.
I mean,
they don't take rap. They say they take rap serious, but they don't take rap serious.
Another thing I would say is organization, but for the most part, I'm gonna say the main thing is resources.
Nah, there's a lot of rappers out here who got bread.
They don't have what most of the people don't have what it takes.
I feel like Vegas is
to take themselves.
I can see that 100%. I can see
I feel
that.
like Vegas is ADD in a bad way.
And just because you got money, don't mean you got capital.
This is true.
Just because you got money don't mean you got capital.
True.
But if you have, like I said, if you have money, you have a way to put yourself in at least in the building of where you could be something. I mean, let's talk about people who's actually. Well, I'll talk about one person who's actually making his way, and I'll be Dizzy, who I don't feel like who had capital or money to. I mean, he had the resources. His mom did music shit, forever.
He's affiliated with Bone Thugs Harmony, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. But
that's a hell of a affiliation.
Yeah, it is a hell of an affiliation.
And
but she's also managed other people in Vegas, and they ain't went like him.
It's a hell of a step.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But did you hear what I just said though?
Yeah,
she has managed multiple other people other than her son in Vegas, and they haven't went.
Yeah,
I feel like me knowing Dizzy from a young kid, you know what I'm saying? He was always adamant about what he was doing. Once he started rapping, I mean, he started off with jerk shit. He went to fucking 106 in Park, Wildin' Out Wednesdays. Once that jerk shit fizzled out, he went to like the rapping that he does now, more conscious rap and underground. I feel like his focus was on rap, and that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I'm gonna stay at, and that's what I'm gonna keep pursuing and pushing at. A lot of motherfuckers don't have that same drive that he has. A lot of people don't stay with it, and there's a lot of people who have money, and there's people who have capital, which is two different things, but their focus is on different shit. When it comes down to it, they more focus on the money than they are the rapping.
But do you think that could ultimately be caused by a lack of resources?
I wouldn't say it's a lack of resources. I feel like it's a lack of focus. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of people out here have a lack of resources. We are not a music capital by any means. We are not LA. We are not New York. We are not Atlanta. Yeah. We are not these other places. But you also have places like St. Louis or other places who...
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit, other places.
Far removed.
Yeah, exactly. Who are far removed, but they have serious artists who take their shit serious, and at any means necessary, I'm gonna be an artist, and this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna get buzzed by. I wouldn't say by any means necessary, but the means that make sense. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's these shows, I'm a politic at these shows, I'm gonna get in contact with these people. I mean, it's
a whole lot of moves.
It's a whole lot of moves that you could do.
A lot of Vegas artists could be doing right now,
but they don't.
I feel like they don't move.
Exactly.
And if y'all want to know what to do, hit us up at RSDJZ.
This is facts though. Yeah,
no, it's real spit.
Easy.
I don't think any one of us has any problem spreading information from one person to the next.
Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? But if you a local artist and you have a project out and the ROCKSTARR DJs don't have any of it, like you hustling backwards.
True facts.
And that's about as fair as I'm gonna get with it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the light dings on. But like it's certain things people could be doing to help advance what their end game is. You know what I'm saying? That they not doing right now.
What you about to say, Hugh?
No, I mean I feel part of the issue with Vegas is that for one, Vegas doesn't necessarily have its own sound. You know, like you cannot listen to a Vegas artist and say like, yo, this guy gotta be from Vegas. Just like you can listen to an artist and say like, yo, he gotta be from the South, or he gotta be from the East Coast, or he a Cali artist or something like that. I feel like we still need to find our own identity out here in Vegas and not focus on seeking validation from other cities and trying to sound like other people.
Right.
And so if we come up with our own sound, like, yo, this is like a Vegas sound, and not try to mimic anybody else that's out there already, you know, that'll make it more original.
This
so
is definitely a mimicky town.
Which is part of the problem.
If you ask me, there's a lot of reasons why Vegas is not on the map, and that's just one of them. A secondary one is that we're not really known as a musical source in the U.S. You know, I mean, you have a lot of artists that's blowing up in Atlanta because they got the connects in Atlanta. You know, you got
Vegas is more of an end game than a
Exactly.
right. I mean, but I mean, if you think about it, there's not you can't be as connected in these other cities. Well, you cannot be connected in Vegas as you are in other cities just because we're not known for the same things that these other cities are known for. Like Vegas has an identity, and that identity is not related to music.
At all.
It's not connected to music.
This is facts.
Everywhere else is a hub for music where cats go to get discovered, to get recognized.
But you know what? I'm not gonna put it all on the artists. I am gonna put a little bit of it on the DJs. Like, we gotta do work. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to take some of the undiscovered talent that we feel like has the product to be successful, and we got to put it out to the masses. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. We got to put it out to our artists. We got to stand on some of these records.
I mean, I can't really like rock with you on that because I can't say that we don't. I can't say that we don't do that. I mean, because we know the artist that's popping out here. I mean, don't you? Because I mean, if this artist is popping out here, I ain't gonna be like, yo, I ain't gonna rock with you because you're from Vegas. I mean, most of the time when I'm listening to music, I honestly don't even look at the name of the artist before I listen to the song.
Yeah, but you gotta take it. You gotta take it upon yourself to move the culture forward from where it's stuck at.
I'm gonna put it,
even if it's just.
It's not our responsibility though. I mean,
you
can't put it on the DJs. Like the DJs is the reason why these artists not blowing up.
But how are people gonna hear it if the DJ is not playing it?
Because the artist is gonna be the one who has to give us the music. Like if your joint is popping and you popping, you gonna give us your music. And if we rocking with it, we gonna rock with it regardless of where you from.
And I mean, a lot of times, like the streets will send some records to the DJs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's on the artist putting in work, but at the same time, like your job as a DJ is to go out there and discover the best music possible that you feel for your audience will give them the greatest experience. You know what I'm saying? So if it's like you really, especially being from an area that you profit from, you know what I'm saying? It's lightweight your responsibility to go out there and at least if it's somebody that's comparable to what's going on in the culture that's from your area, and not necessarily saying that they got all the resources to put themselves on the next level, you need to at least try to give it your honest opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Right.
I mean, I feel like it's everybody though. It's all the way around. It's the artists, it's the DJs, and it's the consumer. Honestly, I feel like Vegas is like we said. I mean, it's a very influential town in a negative way. Like we're gonna be influenced. Yeah, we get influenced by everything else but what's ours.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we get influenced by New York, we get influenced by Cali, and then even worse, exactly. We get influenced by Paris, motherfucking Dubai, like anywhere that's anything that makes hella money is what Vegas influences on, but we don't take care of our own. You know what I'm saying? And then I mean this goes into a deeper conversation. We have the local battles with stuff being off the strip versus on the strip, and but I mean definitely. I mean I feel like it's a little bit on everybody. Like obviously as DJs, real DJs is gonna take a chance and believe what they believe in. If the shit is dope, then it's dope. Give it a chance. But it also is on the people to give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because I could play something and people still not fucking with it. I'm like, man, this is not fucking Drake. Nigga, turn this shit off. Like, bro, you gotta be open-minded. Like, nigga, it's more than Drake. Because the next nigga coming up out of Atlanta, you listen to with no problem, and you never heard of this nigga
like
before.
They don't care about that.
Yeah,
like I play records from artists from obscure markets, and nobody cares. It just sounds dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But as soon as I throw on a
Vegas artist for some reason,
Vegas,
like,
then
just like
people lightweight start looking at you crazy. But at the same time, like artists, especially artists that are in Vegas, like you just need to get at us because we can definitely tell you about, you know what I'm saying, the things that you need to do to make yourself to get to a point to where you need to get to.
Get to a point to where you get to, but like I said, I mean, it's gonna take everybody. I feel like the DJs, the artists.
I mean, there's a lot of effort.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean,
agree with you on that.
And it's bad relationships all around. I mean, because artists have been burned so many times that they don't really want to fuck with the DJs, or they don't really want to put it out to just Vegas people, or you know, like I said, I mean, this is an influential town, so motherfuckers out here just like to be Hollywood sometimes too. Like, nigga, I'm bigger than you, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
from our perspective, like we on. So why are we taking your half effort? You know what I'm saying? To try to get yourself to a level that we at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really need to, if you serious about what you doing, you really need to come forward and bring it. And some people just need to stop.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't know. It's like, to me, it's like weird. And this episode's going to go over just because a lot of this shit needs to be said. Definitely. I mean, it's kind of weird because Vegas artists move so different than every other artist from anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would agree.
Knowledge.
Yeah, like
they just don't know.
What I try to tell people, the artists that I do fuck with, and it's funny because I fuck with a lot of artists, and they still, to this day, whenever I tell them this shit, it's still like they don't utilize this at all. Like, we have resources. I mean, D-Money's been hitting at this all damn for like the last 5 minutes. We have resources at our disposal to, I mean, we're not going to say we're going to get you on or get you signed or whatever, but we have resources to people who do that type of shit.
Right.
And it's like, it's funny because these are the people, these resources and these outlets that we have who bring other artists to us, and they're more fucking, what is the word I'm looking for? They're more attentive than the artists who live here. Like, when they come out here, they hitting us. When they ain't even not out here, they hitting us up like, dude, I got a new artist. I mean, I got a new single. Let me know how you feel about it, whatever. And these same artists that are being brought by these people, when they come out here, it's not like they're closed off to meeting new artists. Right. So when these niggas are coming to meet us, it's not like we can't bring artists to them. Like, all right, well, look, this is who I'm fucking with. And then it's all politicking all the way around. But it's funny because this shit never happens. Like,
absolutely.
Like, I don't know any artist that's like, oh, I could bring somebody to them right now, like, because they fuck with me all the time.
Everything makes sense.
Yeah. Like, I can't bring the artists that I know to anybody because they don't fuck with me all the time. Like, I can't be like, hey, look, I got so-and-so out here from so-and-so. They're bringing an artist up here to fuck with me, to listen to their shit, and I want to bring you because I'm fucking with you, and I want them to hear your shit.
Not only am I fucking with you, your shit's dope.
Yeah, exactly.
And all your ducks is lined up in a row. You got everything together to where when we tell somebody about you, the light goes on. Yo, that makes sense. I'll be ready to make something happen, take it to the next level. Like we have access to cats that, not streams, real physical albums, millions of albums. You know what I'm saying? That's looking for the next people to do stuff. And why am I gonna bring up your name? And I don't even have your song. I can't even say it's good or bad. I don't even have your record.
I don't even have your number, my nigga.
Yeah.
I can't even text you on the spot right here.
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
I gotta be like, hold on, let me find his Instagram so I can DM him.
And I would probably say, that most things is the basic things. I think a lot of artists out here just, and I don't know if they don't know or they just know and they don't feel like they need to do it, that they better than that. They don't need, you know what I'm saying? But it's the basic things that people need to do. If you are an artist, these are things you should definitely do. These are things that other artists are doing in other markets, you know what I'm saying? That are making moves that a lot of cats in this city are not taking advantage of.
Right, exactly. And I mean, you got to understand that, like, especially this day and age with like streams and all this shit, whatever. It's not like these motherfuckers is looking to sign the next fucking Drake or 2 Chainz or fucking Lil Wayne, or the list goes fucking on. Like, a lot of these artists that we come in contact with, a lot of them do blow. Some of them don't. Some of them just make money in their respective region.
Right.
Or their respective city. Like, there's so many Bay Area artists that we meet that never leave the fucking Bay, but they continue to push these niggas because guess what? They do numbers in the fucking Bay.
They getting money in the Bay.
They getting money in the Bay, so it makes sense to fuck with them.
Speaking of doing numbers, and I know like I don't necessarily should be saying this, but like a lot of cats need to really be honest with themselves and ask themselves a lot of questions. Like, can you even put on a show in Vegas? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that was exactly my point though. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like
can you even get 50 people to show up to a venue to see you perform? You know what I'm saying? Can you get 100 people? Like, there's a lot of questions that a lot of cats really need to ask themselves around here. You know what I'm saying? As far as building a artistry and building a brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that cats need to really solidify before they really call themselves rappers and trying to take themselves to the next level.
I would agree. I mean, I try not to say much personally because
you are super biting your tongue right now.
I'm not from Las Vegas, right? So I don't want to get caught up in that
fucking D Money the only one from Las Vegas.
Well, true. But I mean, you know how the shit goes. Like, you know, motherfuckers ain't from Vegas, can't be speaking on Vegas shit. But
you can't speak on Vegas shit in certain terms.
I would agree that to a certain degree, there is a lack of resources, right? But at the end of the day, in this day and age, there was no reason why anyone who is serious about making this a career lacking the information on how to go about making shit happen.
Especially in 2018. And then another point, like, we're in Vegas. We are one freeway, one turn, and a 3.5 hour drive from the head capital entertainment of the music industry.
Yeah.
Like, and that's another thing. Like, why aren't cats? You know what? Just hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Holler us at RSDJs.
I mean, I think at the end of it, it comes down to what we talk about when it comes to unity. You know, we all in one city, and compared to most other cities, we are a very small one. Also,
we are definitely a small city.
If you're like a serious artist, you serious about your craft out here. You know, I mean, you know us. You know what we do. You know, you hear us on radio and all of that.
Right.
You know, like we should be the cats that you are reaching out to, that you trying to holler at. We should, at the very minimum, have your music in our inbox.
Absolutely.
If we don't have your music in our inbox, I mean, if we're putting out a call for artists to like, hey, yo, send us your music, you might want to do that shit.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I
Because
mean, if you serious about it, you never know.
And don't just blindly send us
out
your music. Like go the extra step and try to have a conversation, a relationship.
Yeah. And my whole thing
goes
is
a long way.
I mean, my whole point is, I mean, because I do get a lot of that, so.
Yeah.
Dropping a link to your YouTube
my whole thing is,
on my Facebook is not gonna get your shit heard, man.
Right.
My whole thing is doing shit the right way and everybody doing their part. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna act like nobody from the city hits me up, whatever. Yeah, it does happen, but it's in a weird way. Like, don't like he just said, don't drop me a fucking link randomly, whatever. Or even if you DM me, like, cool, like. DMing is cool, but you're not, and this is not even sound on a cocky shit, because it's like literally, I mean this in so many retrospects in different ways. Like, I have people DMing me about random ass shit. So not only motherfuckers are DMing me about fucking music, people are DMing me about fucking radio shit. People are fucking DMing me about the fucking son I posted, the picture I posted with my son. Like, there's a lot of fucking different DMs. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're not taking an extra step to be like, all right, look, I know I DM'd you like 2 days ago. Like, I just wanted to know if you took a listen to it, whatever. And then at that point, this is what's funny, and this is what's important. Because I do look at all my shit, because I have OCD. I hate fucking notifications and I hate clutter.
You clearing them shits like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So I gotta clear everything out. I gotta delete shit, whatever. I got crazy girlfriends and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta delete shit out. I gotta delete shit out.
Another conversation.
Whole other conversation. You know, all types of wild shit in my life. All types of wild shit in my life. It's funny, when I look at this shit, before I even respond to you, I'm going to go to your shit and see how serious you are. So if you're not promoting your own shit, if you're not trying to reach out about your own shit to other people other than me and promote your own shit, then I'm not going to take you serious. So this is what I mean on every end. Like, you can come to me about whatever, but at the end of the day, I can only do so much for you. Even if I do introduce you to somebody else, everybody wants to know what you're doing for yourself.
Right.
What you did to that artist, that is what everybody that is a factor is going to do.
Exactly.
To the same artist.
Exactly. So, I mean, and that's what I mean. It's all around. Like, it's definitely going to take the consumer, and I put myself in the consumer category as well as a DJ, like the music that I consume, to respect what people are doing no matter where they're from, including Vegas. I don't know why the fuck Vegas music just doesn't transcend to Vegas people, but the music the motherfuckers do in Vegas, the motherfucker who's making the music, what they're doing, and then the motherfuckers who are in position to give it that extra nudge or whatever for them to do their part and actually give it that shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an all-around effort.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree with that. You know what's crazy, too? Hella sidebar. I got a song from an artist that's not from Las Vegas that made a song about Las Vegas.
Did the Super 100?
That's pretty fucking dope.
That's a damn shame, man.
Right.
Yeah, you got artists from somewhere else making Las Vegas anthems.
Right.
You know,
Like, the
that's
name of the
problem.
song is Sin City. And, I mean, I play the shit every once in a while when it fits. I mean, not to say... I try to put, regardless or not, if I hit local artists up or not, whenever I play their record, I try to play local artist records whenever it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, that's what it should be. Like, why should I be hitting you up, you know what I'm saying, every time I play your record? Like, I don't hit up T.I. every time I play.
Right.
T.I.
I mean, but at the end of the day, it's good. As far as relationships go, like yo, fam, I'm playing your record. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular instance, it's, you know, like, it's a fucking song about Sin City. Like, it's unassuming. It's just a song about Vegas. So in the right setting, I'll drop that shit. But ain't no reason why no artist from Las Vegas could have made the same record and gave it to me. And I would rather be like, yo, it's a local artist, you know, his name is such and such, you should look him up whenever you get back to wherever you came from. Yeah. You know, instead of being like, yo, I don't, you know, like, I usually be like, I don't know, it's just a song I like, because it's weird for me to say that this dude is rapping about Vegas and he ain't from Vegas, even though I know exactly who he is and where he came from.
I mean, and then you should definitely fuck with everybody and then be open-minded as well.
Absolutely.
Every DJ doesn't do the same shit. Every DJ doesn't work the same place. Every DJ doesn't do the same type of events.
Right.
So, I mean, you definitely want to get your music out there to as many people as possible, but you also want to know who you're marketing yourself to. So, like, I can send my music to everyone here at this table, but if I have a hood record, not to say K-Player doesn't do hood shit, but he works for a top 40 station. So I'm not going to go expecting him to play my record and be mad if he does it, because his immediate outlet isn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, 6 days out the week, he may be on some top 40 shit, but that 7th day, he may do hood shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to expect those other 6 days for him to play my shit or support my shit. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know who you're marketing to, and then, like I said, what genre you're marketing to. So, like, what I say, I do a whole bunch of other shit. But if I'm in a fucking party and you got an R&B record, I'm not playing R&B. Like, you can't expect me to be like, well, you don't play my shit. Right. It doesn't allow me to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, that you know what I'm saying? So you have to know what music you're making, and
the DJ that you're rocking with has the type of outlet for the type of music that you're trying to promote.
And then also, you know, just a little piece of advice. I know D-Money just said hit us up. Like, man, we gotta, and this is just as a culture, all of us in general, including the artists, we just gotta start trying to do different shit. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy. I know I'm trying to work on some shit, getting some other shit popping that's not the normal fucking club, you know what I'm saying, strip fucking atmosphere or whatever. Like, I'm trying to put together some different type of events. But if you take your artistry serious, like, you know what I'm saying, you can get a fucking small room, or even at your house, or rent out your fucking clubhouse and do a fucking listening party. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely
invite the DJs, invite your fucking friends, and just like, man, this is the music I'm fucking with, and have it available for everybody. Like, what I'm saying is, we just have to do different shit for you to build that fan base, for you to build that camaraderie, for you to build them relationships. Like, you got to start doing different shit. Like, it's what I'm trying to get at.
I feel like a lot of people, they just like kind of sit there and just pout, talking about like how like the DJs ain't fucking with them, you know, like they not playing my shit and all that. But it's like, what are you doing doing to actually like get people's attention?
Right.
What type of events are you throwing that like we're gonna want to show up to? Like what type of relationships are you even attempting to build with anybody that's gonna make us want to rock with you? Because I'm almost like begging and pleading, like, yo, please give me something that I can use. Give me something that I can play. Like, provide me with an artist that I can put my name behind and support and put their name out there and promote them to these labels.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and if we don't have that, then I mean, what are we supposed to do? Like, whose job is it to make that happen? You know, I mean, if you're the artist and you're looking to get your record out there and get your shit heard, I mean, I feel like it's up to you to really put in that extra effort to get that relationship with the DJs, so that we know your music and we have somebody to vouch for. It's not just gonna be about us looking for you, like, yo, Vegas artists, please get your shit together, come fuck with us. You know, it's like, well, I mean, you know, y'all should be thinking about what it takes. You know, what does it take?
Separate yourself.
Yeah, I mean, like, throw some listening parties. Invite us. You know, hit us up to host whatever it is, like whether it's a listening party or a mixtape or something like that. If it's something that we could get behind, I mean, we open to at least having a conversation at a minimum.
Right.
And so, I mean, end of the day, you know, you just gotta think about what it is that you want and come up with a unique path in order to get there. Don't just complain about the shit and talk about how people ain't really rocking with you, because at the end of the day, that's not gonna get you anywhere.
That's facts. I mean, and be realistic with your approach also, right? Like, don't be fucking putting out a whole album of how much you balling and then hit us on a humble like, yo, I ain't really got no money, but I want y'all to come through and listen to my music. Like, if you for real about your shit, right? No matter what your budget is, it ain't like we only got open ears to artists that got a whole lot of money. Like, we got open ears to artists that's really about they shit and really focused on.
I think what K Player said, don't be fucking disrespectful. Like, don't flash your fucking money in front of me and think that I'm just going to be like, all right, cool, for the free, I'm going to do all this for you. Like, bro, that don't make no sense, because, like I said, I mean, everyone has levels to their shit.
That's people flexing for the gram, though. I mean, we know who really got money.
But that's what I'm saying, though. If you
here.
flexing for the gram, then don't come at me with some side shit, because that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking at.
Because I mean, that's a reason for DJ to not get behind you, because you out here fake flexing for everybody.
Exactly.
Because you show you not like really about what you talking about.
Like I said, I think what he trying to say is definitely levels to the shit. If you're obviously on the lower end, like, I'm not trying to hit you over your head or whatever, but if you say you balling or whatever, it's very, and I'm not even saying this, I'm a fucking greedy person. It's just kind of fucking disrespectful to be like, oh, I'm blowing all this, I put all this money behind whatever, I drive this and this, and you coming at me like I'm just supposed to take care of you, like, or I don't got kids. Like,
exactly.
You out promoting yourself in another city, you ain't even take care of Vegas. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, so I mean,
what part of the game is that?
Right. I mean, like I said, I mean, overall, you just gotta cover yourself on all bases. Like, you just gotta be real with yourself, and I mean, be true to yourself, honestly. If you got the money, don't be fucking stingy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just being real, because guess what? If you got it and you're not using it to your advantage, then you're doing yourself a disservice. And that's not to say giving me the money. That's putting money into yourself, whether you're putting money into promoting your album.
It's your career, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Getting sponsored ads on fucking Facebook and Instagram, whatever. If you're not putting money into yourself to get people fucking with you, then you're doing, if you have it at your disposal. Now, if you don't got it and you're not doing everything you can outside of money avenues, then you're doing yourself a disservice. You should be going harder than anyone else. Like, I know a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? Like, come to me like, man, I ain't really got whatever, but I'm trying to do this and this. Can you give me any advice? Like, there's ways to approach everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's basically that trying to exactly. It's a respect thing, and that's what it comes down to. If you flaunting shit, you can't come to me looking like a millionaire and be like, I ain't really got it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
yeah, the fuck you mean you ain't got it, fam?
Yeah, like, it's honestly, it has nothing to do with money. It's a fucking respect thing. Like, bro, like, nigga, you just said you was at the strip club on Instagram last night, fucking balling out. Like, what do you mean right now? Yeah, like, why are you wasting my time?
You
like,
just blew $20,000 in the strip club, but you ain't got no money to promo stuff around.
Honestly, look at it like this: I could fuck with a broke nigga who want to do music, who will take care of me on the back end when they blow up, rather than the nigga who got money who don't want to take care of me on the front end, and you're not gonna take care of me on the back end.
Right.
Like, that's what I mean by respecting. Like, it has nothing to do with money. It's about a fucking respect thing. Like, be true to yourself. Honestly.
Nah, most definitely. I mean, and it has a lot to do with the passion.
Yeah, definitely the
You know
passion.
what I'm saying? We're gonna attach ourselves to the people who we feel are passionate about moving forward in this music industry, regardless of whether or not at that point in time they are getting the bag or not getting the bag. We all trying to flourish in this thing.
And honestly, if you just make hot shit, then your shit is hot. It speaks for itself.
That's facts. If the shit is dope, the shit is dope.
Is good. It's good.
And I mean that across the board. We talking about turn up trap, fucking top 40, fucking R&B. Yeah, like if your shit is dope, but it's
Country,
undeniable.
whatever.
Yeah, if it's dope, then it's dope. Like, and I'm not saying that y'all niggas make trash music, but I'm saying you should make the best music possible, and you should believe that you're making the best music possible for yourself and market it that way.
That start, you know what I'm saying? Like, you grow yourself to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that was the point I was gonna make before we get up out of here. Is
Okay.
that when I was talking about marketing yourselves to whoever, being open means being able to fucking take criticism.
Yeah.
You can come to me and tell me that you didn't like the way I transitioned to DJ and that record, and I won't flip the fuck out on you.
Right.
I'll be like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long
Like,
as
I
you
can
ain't
see
on no
that.
disrespectful shit. And I'm never disrespectful to anybody, but if I have for lack of a better word, a negative outlook on your record, and I
Right.
don't mean that negative as in a bad way, like I'm shitting on the shit, but if I say like, oh, well, this shit doesn't sound right sonically to me, or, you know what I'm saying, I feel like this just isn't the one. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fucking take it personal. Like, it doesn't mean I fucking hate you and I won't give your fucking music a chance
Right,
ever again.
right.
I'm telling you my goddamn opinion to try to help you better yourself, because if I'm doing some fucked up shit that you really feel like is that bad, please come tell me.
Absolutely.
It's been times where, you know what I'm saying, where we're fucked up and we already know, we look at each other, but sometimes we gotta tap each other like, nigga, you really fucking up right now. Like,
Hold it down for a second.
and it's not to be like, nigga, you fucking suck. It's just like, just to let you know, in case you thinking you getting it right now, nigga, you not. You know what I mean? Like,
But at the same time, like,
Yeah.
at the same time, like,
Yeah.
that's like our job though. Like,
that's
people put millions of dollars on the line, you know what I'm saying? And they base it off the feedback that we give.
That's
You know what I'm
facts,
saying?
yeah.
So it's our job to disseminate, what's going to be worthwhile invested in versus, what could be a potential waste of an investment.
Right.
So it's just
You
like,
gotta keep it 100 in order
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
that
That's
opinion,
our-
your opinion
that's
to
our
maintain
job.
valuable.
Yeah. Our
but
job-
shit, fuck it being our job, just be able to take constructive criticism. Like,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Be
But
able to
at
take
the same
constructive
time,
criticism.
Like, that is our job to give that constructive criticism. So if you have an issue with what we telling you, you know what I'm saying? When we just telling you something we trying to look out for your best interest. You know what I'm saying?
And then
So-
it's not, like I said, it's not always gonna be negative. Like I said, it can literally be, this is not for me and what I do. Like, I can't play, like, if it's some country shit, I'm not gonna be like, yo, I got you, whatever. Like, bro, I don't, like,
Right.
this is cool and all, but I don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I have missed on some major
Yeah.
hit records. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And
I have stood on major hit records that people said were trash.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the game.
True.
But at the same time, like, if somebody that's telling you, like, you gotta value people's opinion, and if somebody is trying to tell you that, like, yo, this is not the one, they're not hating on you.
Yeah, they're not hating on you. And like I said, you always have that belief in yourself to be like, all right, cool. Like, I don't agree with you, but I respect it. Because like you said, you done missed on some hit records. Like, I could tell you, like, this ain't the one, and that could be the fucking one. Or that could be the
greatest
one.
record.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
How many artists do we know that
Man.
their biggest record is the most terriblest record, the record that they absolutely hate doing and hating performing? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but that's what I'm saying.
That's
You-
their biggest single.
Yeah, you got to be able to take that constructive criticism is all I'm saying. Like, take it in a
Yeah.
positive way. Like, because like I said, even record labels do this shit. Like, all right, cool. Record labels pass on niggas all the time. Like, I don't think they was that good. I'm cool. We not going to sign you. And they go to the next fucking label and they make a fucking $1 billion off this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I'm just saying this, what I'm saying is be able to take the constructive criticism and be like, I either fix it, like you agree, like, all right, well, I'm gonna listen, I'm gonna go back and listen, he right, I could fix that. Or, nigga, this shit is perfect, this shit gonna go, and still believe in yourself, but you ain't gotta be mad about the shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, so many niggas out here take shit negatively. If you tell them anything outside of what they want to hear, nigga, it's a problem.
Yeah.
like, no, it's not a problem. Like, nigga, you asked my opinion, and that's
just
really
a matter
how I
of,
feel.
that's just a matter of pride when it comes to the end of the day. You know, I mean, nobody wants to hear anything negative about what they make, especially when they believe wholeheartedly in the shit that they just made. It's like, yo, this is fire. Can't nobody tell me shit. I'm rocking with this. This is gonna be the record that's gonna go. You know, but at the end of the day, as a DJ, you're just trying to give them your professional opinion. You can't be mad at somebody for giving them their opinion on how they feel about your record. It's like, yo, you know, I mean, you gotta be cool about this shit. You get, I mean, your shit just sucks, you know. I mean, it's like, I'm not just gonna tell you your shit sucks. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about this shit. I'm be like, I don't like it because of A, B, and C. And if I can't put my finger on it or about why I don't like it, it's just not time for me to give you my opinion yet, you know. But it's like, I mean, I just gotta think about it. But I mean, I'm not having the best feeling about it right now. But I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it as soon as I could get that shit together. True. But for the most part, if you don't like a record, you can pretty much tell somebody why you don't like it. You're like, yo, sonically, lyrically, or I just don't fuck with you, or whatever it might be. Right. You know. But I mean, people can't necessarily take this shit to heart if you're being honest about this shit. If you're not being a hater about this shit, and you're giving them your honest opinion about how it is that you feel about the record. You know, I mean, what did you bring it to me for if you don't want to hear any criticism about it? You know, and so I mean, end of the day, I feel you got to be open to that. You got to be open to that criticism. And so if you're bringing it to a DJ, you're not bringing them for them to just hop on your coattails like everybody else. We're gonna give you like the God honest truth, because nobody wants to give you false hope and tell you that we gonna be pushing your record or playing it when we're really not.
Right. At the end of the day, you gotta be like K Play when it comes to making beats.
Oh, is that right?
Okay, because
K Play on the beat, boy.
When it come to beats, I don't give a fuck about
recording.
I know.
Yes.
Back up, Cam. I don't give a damn about what anybody got to say about my beats, fam. My shits is fire. Okay,
K Player makes beats. Okay. And
by the way,
this is not a public.
They're a lot better now than what they used to be.
Well, but this is not a self up. But to say, you got to have enough confidence to know. For example, if I play one of my beats for these three, right? Yeah. And they like, yo, that shit is trash. I'm not gonna think my shit is trash.
That's true.
Fuck what y'all talking about.
He sure doesn't.
This shit is fire. Okay? Y'all just don't get it yet.
These are facts.
He does say that, yes.
Y'all just don't get it yet. Now, at the same time, if I don't think my shit is fire and they tell me my shit is fire, that don't make my shit fire. Like, nah, this shit was kind of whack. I don't know what the fuck y'all hearing, but I ain't really fucking with this. So you gotta have enough confidence in yourself to be ready and willing to accept criticism, but also know that criticism is not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might be listening from one perspective, but that might not be the perspective that y'all are looking for. For example, if we are all DJing in the club, we might be listening from the perspective that we need this to be a club banger, right? But maybe your shit, but maybe your shit is not a club banger. So maybe we not at that particular point where we are listening for your shit to not be a club banger. We, for whatever reason, but don't necessarily look at one artist or one DJ's perspective for the end all be all of whether or not your shit is dope or not. Like, have the confidence, you know what I'm saying? And have that confidence before you start asking for other people's opinions.
And work ethic.
No, well, yeah, definitely work ethic.
That comes first, though. The work ethic comes first.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like you gotta have enough confidence in yourself before you start asking for other people's opinions to, if they give you an adverse opinion to what you were expecting, you still have enough confidence to accomplish what it is you trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because they could tell me the last 5 beats that I played was trash, and they might be trash. But I ain't gonna be like, fuck, man.
All right, K Play, we off your beats,
I
nigga.
mean, we'll probably tell you it's trash. Just cause.
We off K Play.
I ain't even heard this shit yet. Yo, that shit trash, B.
Toss
it, try again.
But if they tell me my last 5 shits are trash, I'm not gonna think it's because I'm a trash producer. I'm just gonna think it's because that's not the shit that they wanted to hear. And y'all artists gotta think the same way. It's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And wrapping it up. Like,
Yep.
Wrap that shit up, B.
yeah, because we could. Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Here he go. Go ahead, K-Player.
This is not it. It's not wrapping it up. How about we keep that sidebar for off camera?
Keep it off camera.
Yeah. All right. So on that note, this is why Vegas isn't on the map, and we need to do better overall. And that's for everybody. That's not y'all. That's us. That's y'all. That's the consumer. That's everybody all around. We gotta do better.
I agree with that.
We all gotta do better. So until the next time, till next week. You know, because we ain't doing yet another episode.
What you talking about?
Right, what? What?
We signing off, man. This has been For the Record, Mr. the Rockstar DJ, man.
Rockstar DJ, you holla, man.
Rockstar DJ K Player.
Rockstar DJ.
God damn, why you always cutting off K Player with the Like, he can't even get the K Player out. Maybe.
It wasn't a cutoff. Matter of fact, it was a perfect segue.
No, nigga, he didn't finish saying K Player
Yeah, he
before
did.
you came in with the.
Yeah, but it came in so subtle and then crescendo.
Oh, it was a crescendo. As I look into the window.
All right, man. All right, that's a podcast For the Record, man. We out of here.
Hey, make sure y'all follow us, fam. iTunes, Google Play, subscribe to YouTube.
Yeah.
If you want to leave comments, make sure you follow us on YouTube because that's really the only
Subscribe.
place. Well, yeah, subscribe to us on YouTube because it's the only place you can really leave comments.
And don't say nothing negative.
Hey, do whatever you gotta do, but make sure you check in with your boys, man. K Player,
Unless you
D
bought
Money,
that
Mizzy
life.
Matt, Hugh Holler, Rockstar DJs. This C is For the Record.
Put 'em record.